Good evening, people. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you guys had a great ending or great holidays. I wish you all a happy holidays. It was a lot of you said happy holidays to me, and I understand that that's the normal greeting. But it was kind of when it was. Well, I'm just telling you, I enjoyed my children being with me, the ones that was with me. Thank all of you for the gifts that you sent me. I really appreciate it. It meant a lot to me. Matter of fact, I got on one of the shirts that I got, as a Christmas present.
What that say?
It said, Great Holt is the best.
Okay.
Elect him for, don't start, Lord. Don't you start. But anyway, people, it's, the title of the show, a new year, new leadership. I've been told by pretty credible people that Fannie Mae Johnson was not going to run for public office. And it seemed that she changed her mind. I don't think she changed her mind, folks. I think her mind was changed for her. Lo, I got to say this. Lo, how you doing?
What up? What do you think her mind was changed for? Money? Somebody gave her some money?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that she was given money to run because she didn't want to run. She didn't like it. It wasn't, and I'm not quoting her. I'm quoting what someone told me that was said to them by her, that she don't like it. It's not what she thought it cut out to be. It's a lot of things going on, I guess she don't like, or either she don't like politicking, period. But it seemed that somebody changed her mind, though. So the only thing I could say, and I got to say this to the current administration, I think maybe it seems that he has his pulse on it. Get me a team, get a team of folks behind me running for office that like me and gonna promote my agenda, and hey, let's all of us go in together. But it's not going to work this time, Lo. I just don't believe that it's going to work. I think the people are tired of Percy. One of the things that I got to say is that, folks, y'all, they just got to seek. Everybody wants something better, I'm thinking. I believe that. And I've talked to a lot of people, and I know you've talked to a lot of people. They want something different. They don't want the same thing.
I don't know why Fannie even running.
Yeah.
She haven't done anything.
Has not done one thing in her ward at all.
Nothing other than promote Percy Bland agenda. Other than that, she haven't done anything for a ward.
I say the same thing about Kim Barney Houston. I don't even see why she's running. If perhaps I think they need to focus on other things, perhaps maybe her insurance agency, or anything other than trying to hold. What they're doing, Lo, is they're keeping this city stagnant. They're keeping everything stagnated. There's no growth. There's no development here. Things are worse. Crime is up, and I just hate to even I don't even go and look at Dwayne Davis's page, but it's saying like every time he opens his mouth, something stupid come out.
Let me touch base on Dwayne Davis.
Go ahead.
Do you read the article?
Yeah, I read it.
I would love for you to read that article on air.
Lo, talk to him, explain it to him.
This guy has the audacity to say that he's running for re-election because there's some things he wants to do. He loves the community. He does things because he loves the community. He don't do it for recognition. Wow, Dwayne Davis, I know you're going to listen to this broadcast, this podcast, or someone going to alert you about it. So let me tell you this, Dwayne. You said you don't do things for recognition. You do it because you love the community. Well, let me tell you, that's a lie itself. When you give away flowers, them roses, and ugly-ass roses you've been giving away for a few years, you take a picture and you put it on Facebook. A few years ago, when your nonprofit organization was giving away one unit air condition, you did a broadcast on WTOK promoting it, and you showed up in Magnolia Park, and there were people there that was in need of air conditioning, and you told Shamitra Watson it's not for her. You only giving it to the senior citizen that live in District 2. I knew then that you had in mind running for public office. Not only that, Dwayne Davis, when you give away the bottles of water, when the water line broke in Dwayne Davis, you was posted up there at Tom Delaney Center near the road while everybody else is in front of the building. You were near the road because you want everybody to see all of those cases of water on the back of your truck. Took a picture and put it on Facebook, too. That's not all you done, Dwayne Davis. When you did your little Christmas toy drive, you put that on Facebook because you want recognition. Just the other day, you made a post and said Sweet Gumbottle Road about to be paved and the new Velvin Young, well, not the new Velvin Young Center, but the old Velvin Young Center, the old teen center, was about to be remodeled. there's no money being allocated to remodel that Veltman Young Center for its payment. That was something that was on the table in 2019. Yeah. That was already voted on. So you're trying to take recognition for something that you did not do. Don't you never try to throw subliminal posts toward me. Dwayne, I can stop doing for the community right now. You will never catch up. You's a rookie, dude.
Yeah, I can say this, that I do have that article. One of the things that he posted, he was telling people to vote for him on April the 6th or something like that.
Wow. Never known the primary election to be in April. Always have been the second week in May.
Or the first or the second.
It's the second. It's the second.
In May. But either way, it's definitely not April. And so you tell folks, but this is what we get. We got to have, there's stellar talent in the city of Meridian, in the state of Mississippi. And I have his article now. Is that, you wanted me to read that? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Please read it.
Okay, it said, this is on Meridian, Mississippi, WTOK website. Ward 2 City Councilman Dwayne Davis is announcing his candidacy for re-election. Davis said he's running again because he wants to further improve community development and infrastructure in his ward, among other things. Now, I want to know what kind of community has he developed in his ward and what infrastructure has he improved. He only been there 6 months. He hasn't done anything.
Nothing.
I can notice that Carl Clark, I talked about it on this show, in Ward 2, went to Dwayne Davis and asking Dwayne Davis to help him, folks. It was me that went before the city council in the work session to get Scott Solid to back up off him and allow for him to rebuild. And Dwayne Davis said that I thought he was a dummy. He did not open his mouth. He didn't say anything. He didn't ask any question. People, is this what we want represent us?
And this man lived in your ward.
And and you didn't do anything. This Carl Clark, remember, I went there. This is facts. This is not nothing I'll make up. He said, I love working for the community and the citizens of Meridian because I'm able to help as well as be a voice in the community. Well, I hadn't heard your voice. I think I can put forth a better effort for the community. Some just do it for the recognition, but I do it for the community. That's what it. Davis began serving as Ward 2 councilor after winning the special election. Folks, it was me that went before the city council. You remember the story of the Little Red Hen?
I do.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Davis did. I did all the work. And Davis jumped out, and so did Scott Bancroft. He didn't get Scott Bancroft. Why aren't you running now? You had all these ideas about what you wanted to do and what you want to do for the city. Why is it that you're not trying to run now as a Republican? That's my question to you. These are the kind of people that has hurt this city for far too long, and it's time. This is a new year, folks. You've seen things change with Donald Trump getting unelected. It is time for new leadership in the city of Meridian, folks. I'm talking about all the way down. And you know what? I have two people, one in Ward 1 and one in Ward 3. They're going down to City Hall and pick up their papers and qualifying tomorrow. So these are young people. They're going to run. And Lord, I got to straighten up some things.
And I got 1 in 5.
You got 1 in 5.
I'm searching for 1 in 4 because the guy that was going to run, his first job is his priority. He's administrator at the school. Yeah. And you know what, though? I think that's a good idea. Yeah. I think these people with the other job is their number one thing, bring home the bread and butter. Yeah. I don't think you should run. Like Kim Bonner Houston, you got shelter insurance. Then you got the Yet Center, the after-school program. You should run. Kim is going to run for mayor.
Folks,
she's going to run for mayor. Now, let me tell you, you ain't finished reading that article. Because in that article, she said she gonna run for something, but she didn't say which. She didn't say which she was gonna run for. She gonna run for mayor. Just this past weekend, she said she did a weekend religion cleaner, whatever you call it, the bullshit. That's what Kim said she done. Now watch before the deadline to file, put in the paperwork to run for city council or mayor. Why she come with this long ass post on her page? God told her to run. Yeah. They always using God. Did God tell you your ass gonna lose too? Cause that's what's gonna happen. You gonna lose. Why she say God told her to run? She haven't done anything as a council person. I don't understand that, Gray.
I don't either, but one thing that we do know is that if you go back and look at Kim's report card, she has not done anything.
Yes, she has. She promoted the Republican agenda.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But she hadn't done anything
for her
ward. She has not. But she has promoted the Republican agenda. There's some things that are going on in the pipeline that you and I talk about it next time. We're not going to talk about it today, but we already know. People, we're not naive like you think we are. And I don't think that the citizens of Meridian, I don't think that they are naive either. I think that they're just sitting back waiting for the right time. But I got to say this, and Lo, did you know that Mississippi has the highest black population in the United States? 38% of the people, Dice, are black people in the state of Mississippi. Whereas Georgia has like professionals and liberal professionals that's growing in their city. And so they have the infrastructure, they have the businesses and things. It's a growing city. So that's the New South. And the New South is causing the Democrats to rise up. And the same thing is happening in Florida. But it shows that we can be kind of fickle. But in the state of Mississippi, folks, it's still the old South. Did you know that 90% of the white folks in the state of Mississippi are Republicans? 90%, Dice. 90%. I'm talking about this stuff is strictly white and black. And that's sad. And say, in my case, like, you know, I talked about Malcolm X last time. So when I talk about Malcolm X, I gain a black vote and lose a white vote. And if I say something to go out to say court the white vote, I lose black support. We got to get away from that, but that's just how it is right here.
Exactly.
And that's kind of sad that it's like that. But I don't want the people that are out there that are white, like what is his name, Mississippi B. Mac. I don't want you to think, Mississippi B. Mac, that I'm a racist or that I'm against you or that I'll do something to hurt you, because I wouldn't. What I want you to know is that I am a black man. I'm a black father, and so naturally I'm going to look at myself first. But that doesn't mean that everything that I do is going to be, hey, I'm going to be out there. I'm not faulting white peoples for anything, Lo. Are you?
No.
Oh, you're not. I'm not fighting.
You know, I understand, though. I don't know he that way, but you got some people, as long as you saying things to their liking, they okay with you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you black.
Yeah,
I'm black.
It's a lot of black people like that.
Black and proud.
Yeah.
And I love my people.
Yeah.
And hell, I don't hold my. They said the video freezing up, and I don't hold my peace. It don't have anything to do with somebody being racism.
Yeah.
Because the same stuff we say, they think the same thing about us. The opposite. You know what I'm saying? The opposite.
Right.
They just don't say it behind closed walls. Ain't no telling what they call us. They're probably calling us everything up under the sun, including the N-word, nigger.
I wanted to.
And you say the video freezing up?
Somebody, Trisha Hampton texted me. She probably talking about another video.
It might be her phone that's freezing up.
But let me say something on what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
That's part of the reason why I was saying in those other videos that we need to come up out of the Democratic box, because as long as we put ourselves in one box, anybody who wants to manipulate us or do whatever they want to do to us already know what we're going to do. We should never be predictable.
And that's what's going on now.
Our vote should go with, our vote should go to whoever is going to do something for us. So therefore, if we're going to stick with the Democratic box, we can expect the same, because we've gotten the same over and over again. Nobody should know where we're going to vote just because we're black.
That's right.
But guess what? We gotten the same with the Republican.
No, I can't agree with that. And the reason why I say that is because if you haven't voted as a majority in Republican, as a Republican, how do we know what we're going to get from them? We never put our votes over that way.
We don't. I don't think. Here's what I'll answer that, Lo. And I say this is because I'm not going to mistreat your child because I'm not your child parent. Because we didn't vote for them. If I'm going to do the right thing, if I'm elected, I'm going to do the right thing for everybody. It's not white people's fault what's going on in this community, because everybody we're talking about attacking, everybody in that city council that's promoting this agenda is black folk. So it is black folks' fault what's going on with black folks in Meridian. But whether or not if Percy is catering to the white power structure or the business community.
That's exactly what he's doing.
That's exactly what he's doing, and that's the Republican agenda. But he's still a black man. And so I gotta say this is if we don't like Robert Jones, and we don't like what Robert Jones done did. We don't like what Brunel or Chris Reed is doing. Get rid of Percy ass. We get rid of Percy because Percy is the one appointed to judge. You want to get rid of the judge? If you're mad at what Robert Jones doing to you, High Bond saying, get rid of Percy. He goes. Okay, you don't like Chris Reed? Get rid of Percy. So it all starts, get rid of this mayor. Let's change our new year, new leadership. Let's get rid of this so we can create a new paradigm for this city right here in Meridian.
Let me respond to what Dice said about coming out the Democratic box. I'm a Democrat, been a Democrat all of my life. I'm a real Democrat. You get what I'm saying? I look out for my people. Here's the thing. Meridian had been up on a Republican leadership for many decades. I never seen anything going on in the black community up on a Republican leadership. Up on a Republican leadership with majority Republican council, with majority Republican supervisor. You don't see no work going on in no Democratic area. Percy Bland the same way. All the last city council that been in Meridian, their main focus is downtown. You don't see them doing no work in the residential area.
And they feel like they don't
And you know
have
the
to.
reason why? We are the majority here. They ain't gonna do anything for us. The thing is, we got the wrong Democrats in the seat. They are actually Demo-rats. They weren't Democrat to begin with. Because Democrats look out for everybody, not just a select few. Republicans look out for the middle class and the high class.
Rich
They don't
class,
look out for
the
us.
business community. They don't look
Yeah,
out
they don't
for
look
the
out for
poor
us.
folks. And that's been demonstrated.
I mean, look what Mitch McConnell done.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi been fighting for $2,000 stimulus check since May. Get what he done?
He
Shut
stopped
it
that
down.
every single time.
Shut it down.
And it is and that's sad. But
And let me tell you this. I can't remember this guy name. He was a tall white guy. He used to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was the city council of Ward 2. Great, I remember this. I was young. Every election, that tall white guy would come to my mama's house.
I know who you talking
Fed her
about.
the exact same storyline. He was a
know who you talking
Republican.
about. I
Fed her
forgot
the
he's
exact
dead
same
now.
storyline. He
It's,
dead.
McBride. wasn't it?
McBride, that was it.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
You vote for me, I'm going to clean out that ditch. 4 years later, you come around, you vote for me, I'm going to clean out that ditch. You know the only way that ditch got cleaned out, Gray? You had 14 Allen kids off down the ditch. You had my mom off down in the ditch. He never done anything he said he was going to do. Never. And he was a Republican. Never.
And 90% of the whites in this states are Republican, and you can look, they have a supermajority. Cindy Hyde Smith was a Democrat and changed over to the Republican Party. Now they're doing this because of convenience.
Mike
So,
Pence,
yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Pence was a Democrat too.
That's right.
turned
And
over.
did you know that Mike Espy raised over $12 million?
Wow.
And Cindy Hyde Smith only raised $3.3 million. He said when he went to vote in Ridgeland, when he went to the church to vote, see, so he's living out his district where he went to vote at. He said that he seen a line of white men not wearing a mask wrapped around the parking lot several times. He said he knew then that he had lost. And he said when he saw that, and sure enough, and he lost by a larger percentage than the Democratic candidate that was running for governor. I think he lost by 6 percentage points, and he lost by 10 percentage points.
You know why?
It's that
$12 million. Is Cindy Hyde Smith raised what?
3 point.
That's probably all she
3.3.
reported. But that's going to show you that money don't get you in the seat, baby.
Hold on, money don't get you in the seat.
And I'm tell you something else don't get you in the seat. Them signs don't neither.
Hold on.
Because the people going to vote for you, they going to vote for you. If they ain't going to vote for you, they ain't going to vote for you.
That's right. People, I want to tell you, I want to get back to, I am going to run for Ward 2 City Council, and I have a phone number that I want you guys to have. That phone number is, and Dice going to put it up, but that phone number is 601-685-9182. I have an email address also for you. It's eholt4, Ward, W-A-R-D, 2, the number 2. So it's ehope4ward2@gmail.com. And also, I have a Cash App. Yes, because if you're going to run an election, like she just said, it don't take a lot of money, but you're going to have some money. So any of you want to donate them same $5 and $3 and $2 and all that, or whatever you want to donate, any amount is appreciated. But the Cash App for my campaign, believe it or not, is EGH for Ward 2. EGH, the number 4, W-A-R-D, the number 2. So if you want to, and I'll be having a website and Facebook page and all that. I'm going high tech like Western Linderman. I just got to tell you, I'm going high tech. So I'm going to have the old and with the new. And so, folks, when I come back Thursday, I have my Facebook page up, and also I have and let you know things that I'm going to do and be asking for volunteers, and also. what I did, and anybody that want advice from me, such as the young lady that's running in Ward 1 City Council, I'm going to help her set up the same thing for herself, and I'm going to invite all the candidates here. Even if you're running against me, Dwayne Davis, you still
He's not going to come.
Oh, I know he's not coming. But the ones, I know the one in 4 is coming, the one in we got 1, five, 3, and 1. They will be here. These are 3 black females. Man, you know it's always been mother to fix things. You know, when Percy first ran, I told him to get a female. What her name? Janice Barfield. Yeah, she has a PhD. I told him to get her. Had he got her, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't get her. He didn't want no black female. You can tell he don't want no. That's another thing that would indicate something that's strange or something going on with his sexuality, because he's male dominated. He's a narcissist. He's a sexist. He just don't like. He don't like black females.
You see how he done Rita Jack, right?
Yeah, I know it. Not just Rita Jack's.
Terry Kelly.
Terry Kelly too. You know, so it's just, and somebody else that he just did something to.
He did Annie, her son Eric Johnson, is an eye doctor. I think Anna Gray done her the same way.
Yeah, I can tell you that it's things going on in the Meridian Police Department. I hope that I hope that it's a lot going on. But I'm not even liberty to talk about it. So I hope that maybe when I come back Thursday, I'm able to talk about it. With this black officer that's down there. So it's something that's really bad that we probably need to discuss and bring it to their attention. What we need to do is bring all the dirty laundry out that they have had, and we need to bring it out and let the people know. Lord, if the people can know what kind of person Percy is, and they know that, they see that, and they still can enable him and put him in power, the things that, I mean, I don't even know what to say, Lord.
Let me tell you this, speaking of the police department. You know the situation, the threat that was on Council Western Lemon, right?
Right.
I was told by Little Birdie they had an executive session last council meeting of last month. And the question came up, is Howard Cole being investigated? Chris Reed said no, because he didn't do anything wrong. Said that Howard Cole works as a undercover police officer, which is a damn lie.
Yeah.
You know, Howard Cole is a guy that live over there by M&B store. He used this guy to help him make money. How he make money is he gets this guy to go out there and find people that been charged with a crime. And what he would do is he would use this guy to get him money. This guy would give him money. He would, in fact, go get the officer that charged this individual with a crime, drop the charge, and he keep the money.
Wow.
And guess what? I have an audio of that.
You heard that, didn't you? And the thing about it is Chris Reed also was one of the individuals that was there. He was their supervisor, and he lied to the city council.
He lied
to the city council.
He lied and said that they didn't have no body cam on. Lied and said Levi Gill was trying to run or resisting arrest. Told all kinds of lies.
And he's the chief of police. And this is what we get. And that's another thing that points to keeping it. This is just like white superiority by a black man. It's a black man that has something really, really bad wrong inside his head. And I'm not saying that you can't give a white person a job or anything, but when you take and give somebody like Chris Reed a job who hadn't been there as long as Chris Scott, Rita Jackson, definitely.
He doesn't have an experience. Chris Reed never been a detective.
Even Lou Roberts never been
investigated
anything. Was just a police officer when he retired or quit with the police department. And look at Charles Coleman, all these people that they put there, and while overlooking qualified people.
I mean, you took a sergeant that been in and out, quit, come back, went overseas and worked, and make a sergeant. Promote him over Rita Jack, and then the council didn't even question it. They asked him for a resume. Have you ever handled a $4 or $5 million budget? Have you ever managed 100-some staff? He never done any of that. But they asked Gerald McCall. Kim Houston asked him, have you ever managed this amount of people? You know how to handle this type of budget? And then she had a problem with his residency of him being in Madison County. Gerald McCall, this is the guy the person tried to appoint as the Park and Rec director in January 2019. So they voted against him, didn't confirm him, and then a few months later, they confirmed in Kermit Kendrick as the city attorney that live in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Birmingham is farther than Madison County.
Sure is.
Now, mind you now,
Especially
both
Hoover.
of them are from Meridian.
Yeah.
Both of them are from Meridian. And they weren't confirmed in Gerald McCall, and he was overly qualified, and they wouldn't even confirm him in. But you're going to get Tyler, what's his name here, Trent Posey, as the Park and Rec director. That's a computer guy.
Yeah.
He knows nothing about budget. He knows nothing about management. The dude like Screech out for Saved by the Bell. You know Screech out for Saved by the Bell. That's who Trent Posey remind me of. And he haven't done anything since he been the Park and Rec director. The Park and Rec haven't been anything since Percy Bland got rid of Magruder.
Right. And since we talking about Chris Reed, did you pull that video up with Willie?
I wasn't able to pull one of them up. It's the one with the. That's what I was asking you about. I wasn't able to pull it up. We'll try during break.
Okay, but I want you to play one of them now. Can you play? What can you play now?
I couldn't get neither one of them to pull up.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, we do have, man, Willie Ruffin did a video. He actually did a recording of, Chris Reed did a press conference with WTOK. Mm-hmm. So he actually got a copy of that recording by permission, folks, and then did some rapping onto it, and it's really awesome. And so we're going to play that when we come back, folks. I don't know how we're going to do it.
You know what? I heard that video.
Isn't it something?
Yes.
It is something.
Cash Mob, is that the
That's,
Yeah.
Cash Mob.
Let's see if it'll do it now.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Already done sold 1 million copies. Don't you start with me, too, Bill. Don't start with me to ask me how that man gonna sell 1 million copies.
All right, here you go.
All right, we finna
And the
play
Meridian
this,
Police
folks. I want
Department
y'all to
I think
hear
he
this.
sold about 2
conducting
million
an
copies.
operation
Yeah.
to address recent shootings in the city. Chief Chris Reed says they executed several warrants Wednesday evening. Reed says the investigation led to the arrest of 10 people and the seizure of several guns and other illegal items. Chief Reed says the arrests took place all over Meridian.
Issues that we've had as far as complainants calling in about this area, this location, this area, we're having issues with shootings, property crime, violent crime, drive-bys, things of that nature, that obviously we focus on those certain locations.
Reed also says he hopes these arrests will cut down on the shootings in the city. He says MPD will continue to partner with federal agencies to curb crime.
Folks, that's Willie Ruffin Jr. What he did is, we showed you all the guns. They giving all his guns back. He did hire Joseph Denson to represent him. I want to take a break, Lord, just say Happy New Year to everybody.
You know
man.
what? No, you got to let him know that Willie Ruffin was wrongfully arrested.
Yes, he was wrongfully arrested, and they charged him, his sister, girlfriend, and his brother. All of them were wrongfully arrested, and so Joseph Denson is handling that case, and he's gonna prevail in the end, and they gonna pick up the girl gonna pick up her paperwork. Don't y'all start messing with this girl, cause we coming with a vengeance. And they're already getting people organized. I'm just kind of excited with all this. The person that's in 5, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Christian Crocker.
She's running in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought somebody else was running too. Okay. All right. Go ahead. All right, Chris, don't play. Chris, I'm going to donate to your...
She was, but she planning on leaving Meridian in the next 2 years.
She don't want to move into what's that 4? So we got to get somebody for 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got.
I'm working on 4. Matter of fact, I'm working today on that.
We're gonna have it.
I think I am.
Yeah. You owe us 4 now. But anyway, Dice, we got comments over there.
No, I ain't pulled them up yet. We need to go to break. Then come back.
We ain't went to break yet.
Uh-uh.
Oh, well, we should go to break yet, man. I thought this was break. Folks,
I thought Willie Ruffin's song was a break.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I like that song.
Yeah,
He did a good job.
He did. Folks, this is talent that he has here. I know some of you out there, he just cursing. Hey, that's just what sell. That's what make a lot of money for them. That he's doing what sell, and he does very good at that. Works for himself, and Dice, you used to mentor him, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you proud of him and everything. Now, anytime I see anybody doing something positive, I'm proud, especially when he stood up for himself. He's fighting against a corrupt system. And I'm proud of that fact, But again, I gotta reiterate, is that we going for new leadership this time.
Did I tell you that Tyler Norman, the owner of Norman Roofing Company, Percy Bland, assistant, Julia Norman, husband, the Republican Party president, was confirmed to end today on the board at the airport at the council meeting. Had 4 councilors confirm him in today.
Full council wrote all of them. See that's the second time that Dwayne Davis just getting in just to fit in. He doesn't have. I don't even think he understands what it is that he need to do or how to research law. You think he understand how to do that?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so either. And it's not fair to you people. It's not that I just want the job. What I want my city to be a better place. I want it to be a good place, a viable place. I want it to be a productive place for everybody. And so what we see now, folks, is the end of the old way. This might be the old South, but we can bring in new leadership. We can turn things around in Meridian, folks. If you just go out and look, there's no way anybody can be satisfied. And I got to tell this to you, black folks that have not been voting. You got to get up and start voting. You got to. I don't care what your religious affiliation is. I mean, man, you're sitting around and you want help. You want people to do things for you. A lot of the people, those ladies, 2 of those ladies, they had not voted.
Wow.
And look what happened to them. But you know what? I saw her son, the lady that was sitting here. I saw her son at the store, and Tony told me who he was. I never saw him before. Man, that guy thanked me. I said, I helped you.
The Pruitt guy?
No.
What's it? The Moffitt guy.
I think so.
Okay.
You had the lady sitting over there.
You had the Dean guy. The Dean guy.
Who was sitting right here?
Dean and Moffitt.
The Dean guy. I mean, and his face lit up when he saw me, and he said, "Man, good looking out, thank you." Said things like that mean a lot, folks. And you know what? His mama don't have to say thank you because he did, And it wasn't about her; it was about him. And we did a good thing for those young men. But people, I gotta reiterate, when people do things for you, tell them thank you, because they don't have to. You gotta say thank you. Dice Man, take us to break. Folks, y'all heard the song. Too bad you heard that song. That's the way to say. You hear Lolo talking about. Too bad you remember when we brought Jay Blackfoot and all of them here to the council organization, and it snowed. It hadn't snowed in Meridian in 20 years. The snow was 5 inches deep, and the next day the sun was shining. But anyway, Too Bad did a good show then. Trish did. Joe did. Everybody.
Instead of them opening up for them, Jay Blackfoot and Lynn White should have opened up for Too Bad my sister.
Joe did, because it was that song we did, one of Jay Black songs. Did Stoop Down, and After the Tone, one of them songs by Jay Blackfoot, did it better than Jay Blackfoot did it. That's one thing that we did. When we brought somebody here, they worked for us. We didn't care that we even did Willie Clayton's song, 3 People Sleeping in My Bed. I said, I don't care. Willie Clayton worked for me. But anyway, Dice, you got those comments up?
Yeah, I got them.
Well, let's get on them then.
All right, let's see what we got here. We go to the top. All right, we got Tristan B. Hampton says, good evening. Nice to see y'all again.
What up, good?
Hey, Tristan.
What's up, Tristan?
Tell Francis I said hey.
Okay. We got Johnny Hearns, 26, says, play Flashlight. I haven't heard that in a minute. Okay, Johnny, we'll fit it in there. Okay. Johnny Hearns, 26, also says, or Stevie Wonder song. Okay, gotcha. Keep listening, bro. V-Laws Catering, I'm sorry, I called you out. V's Catering LLC says, Happy New Year, family.
And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, back at you. Thais E says, good evening, everyone. Hope y'all had a blessed day.
What up, Jay Boogie?
What's up, Jay Boogie? I know who that was. Jay Boogie. That's Thais.
Johnny Hearns, 26, says, excuse me, what's up, y'all? Happy New Year, and I'd like to know what y'all think on the Georgia races going on.
I can tell you what I hope. I hope that the 2 Democratic candidates prevail, because if they don't prevail, then I would think that Biden would run into the same kind of opposition that Barack Obama ran into when he was president of the United States. They have a different set of rules. They have a set of rules for when a Republican president is in power, and then they have a set of rules when a Democratic president is in power. One of the things, they spend like hell on the Republican president. You've seen that demonstrated with facts. But then once the Republican president, then all of a sudden they want to become conservative and budget conscious.
Okay, Stacy Dixon says, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year's to everyone.
What up, Stacy?
And the same.
All right, back at you. Johnny Hearns 26 says, I was born in 49 and he remind me of a Black Wallace. He don't do nothing, he just helped the white community. And I heard Percy say he isn't nervous and would like to get on the show. Bring him on.
Oh, Percy is
Percy ain't tell him that.
Percy
You
ain't
sure
told me
Percy
that.
told you that?
Percy see me all the time and don't say anything. Last time he saw me, he licked his tongue out at me and smiled. You know, but no, he don't want to come on this show too many times. I've even asked some of his folks to. I asked Eddie Kelly to come on the show, and Eddie Kelly won't come. I asked.
Percy ain't come on this show?
Because it would be good if they came here, because they'd definitely be in the hot seat. We'll be respectful.
John Hearn, do you live in Meridian? Call 601-483-1080. Is that Percy's number? 480-1080. I think that's the number. Call
480.
480-1080 or 1088.
I thought it was 1080. One of them is either 1080 or 1088, but it's 480-1080.
Tell him he's welcome on this show. Tell him bring that ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny Hearn 26 also says, bring him on and tear him up. If he's so bad, if you can run for mayor or whatever you run for, challenge them to a debate.
Yeah. We don't want to tear him up on here. We gotta be respectful to him on here, but we'll be factual. But what we want to tear him up is on the polls. We want to get him at the polls. That's what we want to tear. Not only him, but Kim Bernie Houston, Fannie Mae Johnson, and everybody else. You know, George Thomas. We want to get them all. Dwayne Davis. We want a clean house. It's a new year. It's time for new leadership. The old leadership has failed. They cannot point. What the hell is Dwayne Davis talking about? What, rebuilding Velma Young? They can't go to it. Can our children go to it if they rebuild it or remodel it? I want it to be remodeled because we need that history. But our children are not able to. There's anything for our children to do. When Carl Clark came to you and asked you for help, you dumbed yourself down and didn't know what to do, how to do it, and would not do anything. And when I spoke, you didn't say anything. So we're tired of you talking about fixing road and bridges while the quality of life in Meridian goes down and down. When it goes down for us, it goes down for them too. The quality of life goes down for all the citizens of Meridian, Mississippi, and it affects everybody that come into this city.
And let me say something, Gray. You ain't responsible for what I say on this show, and I'm not responsible for what you say on this show.
That's right.
So if one of the candidates do decide to come on this podcast, I won't show up. I would just leave Gray here, and the reason why, he's not going to tear into their ass, but I'm going to tear into their ass for how they failed this damn city. I'm gonna light their ass up like a Harlem Christmas tree. So, keeping from disrespecting his set, I will not show up. I will come on the following show because I'm gonna lay into their ass. He ain't gonna do it because he running for office.
No. She's right, but you come here. I just think they should still come. But when she said tear the ass up, you know she cursed sometimes, but she gonna be factual. She gonna tell the truth. But I'll be the same way. I'm gonna be factual. I'm gonna talk about what you didn't do. I was kind of easy on Wayman Newell, wasn't I?
You were too easy on him. That dude said 80,000 people live in District 2. I said 80,000.
It ain't even that many people in the county.
Whole city, including the county. Like, what the hell you get this 80,000?
4,000, I think.
And then he repeated and said it again. And I called Gray. I said, "Did you hear what that man said?"
It's 1088. I just got a text. It's 601-480-1088. And I'm going to tell you something about
that person number, Johnny Hearn.
He's not going to answer the phone more than likely, but I promise you he read every single text. Am I right or wrong?
He most certainly do.
Every single text. So send him a text, you know he got it. Call him up, he don't answer, send him a text.
He's the mayor, so you can text his phone, call his phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Addie Lee says he is a materialistic type of person. If you don't fit in his circle, he considers you as a nobody.
Yeah. And it's actually Percy is a Republican that promotes a Republican agenda. But he look out for those people that does things for him. See, Percy loves to throw a rock and hide his hand. Now, he do look at shit. He does it all the time. So he'll surround himself with people that don't mind doing illegal shit and get in position of power so that they can tell you what to do and what not to do, but they're corrupt. You just don't know. I'm going to tell you this, Brunel. I know what you said. I know what you said. We just trying to get evidence of what you said. We know what you said to that officer, and we hope that officer come forth and tell us what you said to her. We know about the discrimination that's going on with the Meridian Police Department, where most of the officers, and we talk about officers that have been there for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years too, but however many years, more than these and more qualified than Brunel, more qualified than Chris Reed, but these people in leadership position. And that's what's bad. But I'm going to tell this to you white folk, Chris Reed make y'all look bad. Brunel make y'all look bad, because not all white folks are like that.
And Percy Bland made y'all look bad too, white folks.
Yeah.
Check this out. Did she file a complaint?
Too bad you saw that.
No, you ain't got to say the name or the situation.
I didn't even say the sex. She just got me again too. But get a dice, dice. What can you? Too bad. What I'm gonna do with her?
It could be a he. I don't know. I'm just asking this.
No, they're trying to get the person to do a complaint. The person hadn't done anything, and that's part of the problem in this community too, folks, is when something is done to a person that's bad, they won't speak up. Such as, I don't mind calling his name Thomas Van. He will not speak up no matter how they slap him and knock him around. He's a team player. He still go and continue to try to do his job at best he know how. Now, how about you got officers such as Ben Ivy that was working for one department. Instead of them holding him accountable, they sent him down the road and he was able to do worse things. And so you have police officers that have been sent down the road for maybe doing brutality or violating people's rights, and because they don't do anything to them, then they go and kill somebody. They don't kill, they kill one of us, Lord. They kill us, they don't kill them. And look at this white boy, Joseph, that killed my stepson, that ran over him and killed him, and he left the scene. And so what they did, because he's obviously connected, and the thing that he said to his people about they wasn't going to do anything to him because
he was trying to guy was homeless. But either way, he was a person and he was human and he had people that loved and cared about him. But the thing of it is, when they finally arrest him on a watered down charge, they take him to Kemper County, don't let any of us know where his bond was. And so the next thing you know, he's out of jail. And what did he do, Lo? End up getting caught with drugs and DUI and some more shit.
All kind of things. And guess what? He'll probably get out of that too, Tool Belt. And then he gonna end up killing somebody. And then that's why, we could have prevented all of this. And look at what Percy doing to us. We can prevent him to continue on doing this to us if we get out and vote. We got to vote. We put him in there. We created this system. We created this monster. He created the system with the corruption. We get his ass up out of there. And Kim Burnham Houston and Fannie Mae Johnson, Dwayne Davis and George Thomas, we get them up out of there too, because they are enabling Percy to destroy this city. And the only thing they're doing is milking this city. It's like you go and get a sick cow and you keep milking the cow and you giving that sick milk to the citizen. That's what Percy doing. They keep taking things from this city that this city don't have. There's not any jobs here. There's not anything for anybody to do, but they got a nice salary and they're living good and they're flying overseas and going places and doing what they want to do, and they're laughing because we're staying at home and not voting. We got to do better.
You know, the council meeting was today. And the council meeting was on Percy Bland's personal Facebook page using city equipment to do the city council meeting on his page when it's supposed to be on the City of Meridian page. What about his mama was all up on the live video defending Percy? Jackie Bland, worry about Madison County. Stay up out of Meridian business.
And you don't live here, and you don't feel our pain. You don't know what's going on here. Yeah, you know.
She don't care. She don't care.
But she don't care. But she know her son sorry. She know because she been saving him all his life.
You know, Percy attempted to steal $300,000 from the city's taxpayer today, y'all. You listen to the city council meeting. They asked him what he's going to do with the $300,000 he was asking for. He couldn't even give an answer. He's out there just shaking his feet.
I got to tell you
then you know what he did? He said it's going to be for the 3-foot building. He lying. So they moved $300,000 to the legislative budget So whenever whoever this John Tampa guy that bought the 3-foot building say he gonna do this outside and lighting and sidewalk or whatnot, he gonna have to come before the council. He's gonna show some receipt. He gonna take this amount of dollars to pay this sidewalk or either to put up this type of lighting. Person trying to get $300,000 for his campaign.
That's
He
right.
used John
For
Tampa to
himself.
steal the money.
I tell you what, John, the guy that they told me, they said this guy is from Jamaica. They say he's a multi-millionaire. So he had a lot of money. That's suspect too, Bill. That is really, really suspect that they would bring somebody in from Jamaica to renovate an old building. It's another way of hiding money. It's another way of washing money. Now, this is what I say. Now, this is my story here now, Lo.
Okay.
You hear me too, Bill? Now, Julia Norman worked for Percy Bland. She's a Republican. She get paid $60,000 a year. She don't need it because they are rich. Her husband just got affirmed today by the city council. Those 4 corrupt city council. George Thomas doing his job because he's a Republican. They ain't promoting a Republican agenda. That's what they do. But that's not what Kim, Dwayne, and Fannie Mae Johnson supposed to do. They supposed to hold person in check. Matter of fact, George is really supposed to be mad because Republicans don't really care. Well, some of you do. Well, I just got to tell you, if you got to look at the history, Republicans always cared about big business, people with money and care about their own. And it's okay for them to be whores. It's okay for them to be prostitutes. It's okay for them to buy females. It's okay for them to mess
grab
with
by the
bars
coochie,
or
like
whatever they
Donald
do.
Trump. Okay.
And even what his name, the guy that's always giving Donald Trump advice. He used to be the Speaker of the House before Mitch McConnell, and he ended up. Come to find out, he was messing around on his wife and then had a baby on the way.
What the name is?
Yeah.
You
But
a Trump
my
fan,
point
you
out is,
don't
and
speak.
if
You
you
a Trump
go,
fan? You don't.
and then if you Google it, you'll see what some of them have engaged in homosexuality, messing with boys, messing with their staff and had to resign. But then they're around here telling everybody else, oh, I'm moral and putting God in this, and God ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well,
And-
thank God we serve so.
yeah, and so the $60,000 tool belt that she getting, in my opinion, they're rich and don't need it. This is $60,000 that goes back to person, and it's hid, it's covered up. It's covered up.
Check this out
because
now.
I guarantee you'll find where they done gave Percy all kind of money in his campaign. Some of it be on paper, but they ain't gonna
Check
purport
this
all
out
that
now.
money.
$60,000 plus benefit, mind you, she part time.
Part time, folks. Part time.
part-time.
It's got to be something wrong with that.
Her
So-
husband, Tyler Norman, is the Republican Party, Lauderdale County Republican Party president. That's his wife, Julia Norman, Percy Bland assistant.
Yeah, and folks, I'm gonna tell you something. Now we'll have something to talk about when we come back. We're gonna talk about this, but we got some things going. But we ain't gonna talk about it, boy. It's so hard, boy. You be done so mentally. Don't say that, mentally. Boy, if you don't be quiet. But anyway, Dice there.
Okay. Okay, we got Johnny Hearns 26 says, how do you feel about Kim? And says, can you say one good thing about Percy or Dwayne?
Who we asking that question to?
Either one of us. You take which one you want to take. Both of them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How
Answer
I
that
feel about
question.
Kim, I don't like her. She fake. She used God as a shield to get over folks. She mislead people. Percy Bland the same way. Dwayne Davis, politrick. He don't know anything. You got people that live in his ward that call his phone. He don't even answer this phone. Then you got these elected officials. They only help a selective few, like a friend.
Yeah. And,
If you only serve your ward, you serve your whole ward. You don't have no selective few. And that's what Dwayne Davis been doing.
Yeah.
And then he loved taking recognition for things that he had nothing to do with.
yeah. And he said Percy Bland, not Dwayne Davis. I think.
He said Dwayne. He said
He said
Dwayne
both.
Davis and,
Okay,
and Kim Houston.
Okay.
I don't have anything good to say about neither one of them. I haven't seen anything good they done.
And neither do I. Don't have anything good to say about him. You know what? I can say that the few times that I went before the council and Kim was in charge, she reminded me of how I felt. I felt sometimes, you know, when you have a person that working for you, like I've been a builder a long time, and there's been times when white folks wouldn't work for me, and that's the truth, when they found out I was the boss, especially when they come up and tell me, but I've been in relationships sometime, and I interacted with people, and I'm a Mason, so a Mason, depending on my obligation, is to treat all men just and fair. And also, one of the things is that, in other words, I don't put nobody above or beneath me or anything like that. But I understand class differences. I understand that. And I can tell you that as a couple of times that I had to like jack a person up. And I said this, I'm so damn tired of people a whole lot less than me talking to me as if it's the other way around. And every time I went before Kim Burner Houston, it was always as if she was better than me. And I knew in my heart that she's a whole lot less than me because she's corrupt and she does not, and like Lo said, hide under God. I'm so tired of so many people using that. But I'm really so tired of so many people talking to me or treating me as if I'm a whole lot less than them, and when it's the other way around.
And the furthermore, Mr. Johnny Hearn, not trying to be ugly, wasn't being rude or anything. I'm country and I just talk loud. But I'm not Kim, nor Dwayne Davis, nor Percy Friend. I only judge them by what I see. And I don't see anything positive, anything good they done. And if you go to the city council meeting, you'll be saying the same thing. You will see what I see. The city council meeting the first Tuesday every month at 9 o'clock, and the third Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. inside the city hall on the third floor in the auditorium. It's open to the public. Go and see for yourself.
And one of the things that you said, Lo, if I'm not mistaken, is that Percy Bland, that I'm thinking, if we can prove it, either you said it or somebody else said it, that Percy Bland sold Tyrone Johnson the insurance for his house. So now I was told that. Folks. It wasn't Lo, so I see how she's looking. Yeah. But anyway, Tyrone Johnson, when he bought his house and moved out his ward, I was told, I don't know whether that's true, that Percy Bland sold the Bland Insurance Agency, State Farm sold him the insurance on his house. So whether it was Michael or Percy that sold that insurance, now that's illegal and that's sure enough corruption. So that means the person knew that he had moved out because, I thought I had told you, but I had been heard this.
Yeah, you did. You did mention that to me.
Yeah.
You don't remember who told you?
It's easy to find that out because you can go and look at things in the courthouse and things like that, but Tyrone Johnson is not on my radar like that. I think that...
you know what? I think I know who told you. I ain't going to say the person's name. I do recall now someone telling me the same thing.
Yeah. And I think that if what they say, if he took money, Tubel, if he took money and somebody gave him money, that's like, that's accepting a bribe. You can't take money from the people that you represent. You just can't take money from the citizens at all as a favor, a loan, or anything like that. That points to corruption.
But you know what, though? I don't think he's taking insurance with the State Farm, but I would say that Percy knew that where he stayed because the house that they moved in is not far from where Percy lived.
That's right.
It's not far. So Percy knew Tyrone moved all along.
Dice.
Okay. Tony Owens says, "Hello, Lolo."
What up,
and
Tony?
Dice Man.
What up?
What's up, Tony?
I ain't gonna even speak to you. I'm mad at you. No, I just can't. Hey, baby.
Bruce Leroy says, "Keep the faith."
Bruce Leroy, I don't like that.
Sound like Bruce Lee.
Like, do you know a little of that? Yeah. Bruce Leroy didn't know much though. It was more talk. What about this Bruce Leroy?
Okay. Phoenicia Lake says hello.
Hey, Miss Lake.
Hey there, Miss Lake. Bruce Leroy also says the Democrats have sold y'all down the river.
Sure did. Yeah. Especially Meridian Democrats.
Yeah. Kristen Cockrell says, "Happy New Year. Happy to see y'all. Happy to see all of y'all. Great show."
That's the Future City Council Ward 5.
That's right. Hey, you need to come on the show. Just let us know when you're coming.
She out of town, so she probably be on here Thursday.
All right. That'll be good.
Okay. Kristen Cockrell also says, "That's real love." Okay. All right. Kathy Wilson says, "Good evening."
That's who it is, Kathy Wilson. Hey, Kathy. I used to have a crush on Kathy. I had a crush on Kathy. I'm gonna get stabbed. Now, it's Dice's fault. He made me say it. But I'm telling the truth. Hey, Tony, look, she's gone on with her life, and so have I. And Tony, it was when she was a young child and I was a young child. Well,
but the key word was you used to. You didn't say you had one.
I just love Lo. See, Lo got my back.
Okay, Kathy Wilson says, You suggested Kathy Barfield Wilson, not my sister Janice. I appreciate your confidence. You guys are really bringing great info.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
she was just straightening that out.
She right. Janice. Yeah, Janice was a year older than me, a great head of me. Carl Boston married her. Yeah, she's right. It was Kathy Barfield Wilson. That's who I recommended. Even Percy even went through them motions, man, had her come down there pissing me off. Man, she would have, man, just imagine what she would have did for this city.
He had his mind made up the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But what would have been her position? What would have been the position?
CAO.
He had his mind made up the whole time.
We need a lady to run this. I'm telling you, we need ladies to fix this thing. We need a lady chief of police, Rita Jacks, and we need a lady for CAO. I don't know who that's going to be, but we need some ladies in here to straighten things up. I'm just telling you the truth.
Okay. Addie Lee says they're not going to question corruption when they are part of the corruption.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Okay.
Amen to that.
Thais E says saved by the bell.
Thais, why don't you run for city council in Ward 2 and then let me run for mayor? Make me your mayor.
She Ward 5.
No, I just can't. I said move.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. I'm running in Ward 2.
Okay. Joanne Holt says checking in.
Hey, sis, how you
What up,
doing?
Joanne? I stopped by the store before I got here and got me 2 packs of cigarettes.
That is good. All of y'all, make sure y'all go to Joanne. What's the name of it? It's got Nixie too on the sign, but it's something like One Stop Shop or something I seen on the shirt. I didn't read it. I just glanced at it. Nice. I know she's gonna probably come back and tell us.
Okay. Darnell Grady says, hello. I love your show. The more I listen to your show, the more I learn about Meridian.
Well,
Down there, great. He looked like Prince.
He do? Mm-hmm. Can you play guitar like
I think
Prince?
they used to call him Prince.
Can he play guitar like Prince?
I don't know.
He just got the look, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Johnny Hearns 26 says the first thing whoever gets Percy out, they need to destroy that racist Confederate statue.
Well, we can't do that because it's on county property. But what we can do, after we focus on this, then we're going to focus on getting the vote out in the county. And we're going to really focus on getting some changes, getting some of those people out that have a narrow-minded agenda. Mm-hmm. We don't want to destroy your history. We don't want to take your statue down. What we think that when they did all that renovation at the courthouse, they could have put a shrine around it and allowed for people to go in there and sit down and pray, talk to your, ancestors, whatever you want to do. And anybody want to, you can go in there and look at it. It just should not be like that. While I respect anybody right to like what they like, but it's offensive. Y'all know what reason why it came about. It came about, kind of like it's racist. It's a racist symbol.
They know it's racist.
Ain't nobody trying to. And I tell you, when I said they, I'm talking about white people. Say hell, too damn low here. They got me. I'm over here scared to talk now. No, I'm not afraid. You got me on too low.
Yeah.
Low, all right, low. When it gets stuck in my mouth, will you bring it on out for me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Okay. Johnny Hearns 26 also says, let me tell you, Quitman is so racist and stupid like Percy, they had to let U.S. Marshals and state troopers to take it down 6 days after every other was down from the government building.
Talking about the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny Hearn 26 also says, Eddie and Lowe, do y'all like Benny Dubose? Did y'all like Benny Dubose?
I like Benny. I'm gonna be straight up now. I like Benny Dubose, but the only problem that I had with Chief Dubose, he tends to promote a good many a white officer over black officer, and in a majority black city, then you had people that were worthy of a promotion wasn't being promoted. But other than that, I think he done an awesome job. He wasn't no pushover when it comes to Percy Bland, and that's the reason why Percy asked for his resignation, because Dubose wasn't doing anything dirty.
And my opinion is that his time came and went. We need a more progressive, younger, more progressive chief of police, and I still say that his time came and went, and right now we need Muddy to straighten that police department out.
And see, I'm gonna say what I said. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said what I just said, because I saw a test where Rita Jacks scored higher.
That's right.
Than John Griffin.
And John Griffin got the promotion.
And score higher than Jay Ayrton, and they end up being promoted to captain.
But that was under the Bland administration, am I right?
Yeah, it's under Bland administration,
So,
but during Chief Dubois time.
Yeah.
And she scored the highest on the test, the written exam. And so where they like rigged up the scores is when they given them two white male a higher score on the oral exam.
That's right. And you know what? One thing with this administration, you don't have the sharpest knife in the bunch operating in the city. You just don't. And it's not based on nepotism. It's actually based on protecting Percy Bland and his the things that he's done illegal in this city.
And I was shocked to read some of the former captain before he got the DUI down there, Palm Beach, Alabama, John Griffin. You in Wayne County now. You know he resigned recently, a few months ago for DUI when he got that DUI in Alabama. I was surprised, John Griffin, to read some of your writing. Wow. I thought my shit was ebonic. God damn, a white man writing like that, and you was a captain?
Yeah.
And then they got him as an investigator down in Wayne County now. I'm like, who doing the writing?
Okay. Johnny Hearn 26 says we need to, as a people, quit voting because somebody's a Democrat or Republican. We can never succeed like this because that's the party. It's not the person. Todd Kemp and Eddie Fulton got elected because of it.
Because of the party. And I agree with that. We definitely got to look at the person. But right now, I'm bleeding blue. Y'all understand that? I am a Democrat. I'm bleeding blue. But Percy's a Democrat. But the Democratic Party.
Percy what?
Well, you know, he's running as a Democrat.
Oh, God. He ain't no Democrat.
Yeah,
he's
definitely
a
not a Democrat. He's a Republican that's running as a Democrat. And that's another thing that we got to get away. We got to get away from people using the Democratic Party in order to get in office. And you can look and you can tell when it happened because they don't promote any of the Democratic Constitution, tenants, laws, or anything like that.
You know what, Gray? Some of these folks, they vote for you based off of popularity. They need to get away from that, too.
Yeah.
Just because somebody popular doesn't mean they fit to do the damn job. I mean, I know friends, if they will run for office, I won't support their ass because I know they ain't about shit.
That's
You popular,
That's
but that's
right.
it.
That's
but
right.
you ain't gonna do shit
gotta
like
get away
Gray.
from that.
It's like this right here. They can say anything they want to say about you and I. We both love our damn city.
Damn sure
and don't
do.
nobody fight hard for this city than
That's
you
right.
and I.
That's right. That's right.
Next question.
Okay, Johnny Hearns 26 also says, what are you going to do for the community, Eddie, when elected? Because I got a couple of houses with folks up there, and we voting for you because we here for you, and we are going to fight with and for you.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that when I announce my candidacy. I don't want to reveal too much now because I don't want Dwayne Davis to be recording me and use some of my talking and speaking points.
He don't know how to do it. He don't know how to speak this intelligent. I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah. He sound like water off the family matter. Come on now.
Okay, Johnny Hearn 26 says, I know I'm the last person, but I'm going to try to give y'all some info on some things. I just need some contacts. Thank y'all. Love you all.
Well, you're welcome, but Dice, put that information up there. You can put our phone number. The phone number here is, what is it, Dice? Just flash it up there for the phone number for reaching out with Eddie. And then I have a phone number. Lo, do you want them to have your phone number?
They can. You can.
You have to give it to them.
601-480. What the hell my number is?
Shit, don't ask me.
480-6399.
I'm finna tell 1088.
Anybody can have my number.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, we got one more down here, look like. Bruce Leroy says, great show tonight.
Appreciate that. But check this out. I don't want people thinking that I'm just beating up on Dwayne Davis just to be beating up on Dwayne Davis. Dwayne had a free choice of words to say about Lolo behind Lolo back. And some of what's recorded.
Wow.
Yeah. For instance, when he wanted to tear down the Velvin Young Center that used to be the teen center, I done a live and talked about that.
That's right.
A few days later, Dwayne Davis on audio talking some slick shit about Lolo.
Yeah.
I'm not lying on the dude. I only say what the hell I see.
Yeah.
I mean, what you see is what you get. So, what I get, I talks about
Well,
it. He was going to tear down the historical black building, and then to say that he was going to put something like a monument,
A
something
metal building,
for me.
a
No.
monument for Paula Hatterberg.
Yeah,
a metal plaque.
in a walking trail.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn room to walk over there in Magnolia Park.
Ain't. It ain't even
Walk
a room
around
for the
snakes,
school over there.
Around snakes.
Yeah, they showed
And
that.
then look, so Dennis, I'm gonna say it, okay? My brother Dennis. So my brother Dennis stay with me. He called up Dwayne Davis. Mind you now, I'm in the room next to where my brother at. He had the door closed, but not knowing that I'm in the room right next to you. Knowing I be down the hallway. But I'm sitting in the living room listening to the conversation. And he had the phone on speaker, so I was able to hear the damn conversation. And he told my brother he was going to tear down the building and put something there in memory of a plat or something, a stone or something, in a walking trail. They said even your sister talked about the raccoon and the rodent up in the ceiling. What, Dwayne? Ain't none up there now because the building ain't been open.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what I talked about. I also said that the building needs to be remodeled. Now here it is. Since I blast you, all of a sudden now you changed your mind. This building was on the city council agenda to be torn down. Did you see it?
Yep.
And I raised hell about it.
Sure
And
did.
he changed his mind. So when he changed his mind during that council meeting that day, when I was on the city council agenda, and I let him know you should be doing that. Anything you want to know about Miss Paula Hatterberg, I said you can ask me.
Yeah.
Cause she was my late father's best friend. She was a friend of my late mother, and she was like my mentor. So I know a lot about Miss Paula Hatterberg. But I'm gonna tell you how I know he got the idea about Miss Paula. I was talking about naming 18th Avenue where Miss Paula stayed at,
Right.
in memory of Miss Paula, that street. I told his cousin Terrence Davis that. So Terrence probably told Dwayne, if you do this or that, Lord probably like this, she'll lay back. She won't say anything about you. No,
that ain't
when you
how it
slip,
work.
when
That's
you slip,
right.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
But don't try to steal somebody else's idea and try to make it your own.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't want the Velma Young Center to be named after Miss Polly because it was named after Velma Young, Chuck Young, late grandmother.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to take somebody else's name off the building. I was talking about naming the street where Miss Polly stayed at, right around the corner from where I grew up at. Named that after her. And so, he want to go aboard. We going to name a building, a used building that was already named after someone else. Dude, get the hell out of here.
I can tell you that I don't like anyone that's do things that disrupt it. Living in the city or destroy the city or cheat the city or cheat our community. I don't like them. I don't care anything for any of them down there, and I can just say that. That don't mean that I'm going to mistreat them or be disrespectful because I'm saying I don't like them. I don't like them because I don't see anything they doing that's likable or good.
And then to have this get on the news and say he don't do things for recognition. Yes, the hell
That's
you
all
do,
he
Dwayne.
do.
Every time you get somebody some flowers, you taking a picture and put it on Facebook. You get somebody a bottle of damn water, you taking a picture, putting it on Facebook. You get somebody some damn air conditioning that was donated to you. You taking a picture and put it on Facebook. If you get somebody a golf ball, you gonna take a picture and put it on Facebook. Yeah. So don't say other people does things for recognition. What have you done for your ward? That's what I would like to know.
Nothing.
Why come you don't respond when your constituents reach out to you when they call your phone? Why come you don't do that?
Scared. Nice.
Okay. Penny Holt says stop and go. That's
the name of the store.
Mm-hmm.
Stop and go. Y'all need to put a sign up that says stop.
She said she waiting for the sign.
I did get Two Bell. You can get Two Bell to go up there. He just paint over. Two Bell can paint over there. I promise you, it'll look good. Y'all can save some money. Get your brother to go up there and fix it. Him and Glenn.
Okay.
The sign should be in about February, she said. But she's trying to get it earlier than that, and so she can have a little grand open. And Percy Bland, your bitch ass is not welcome.
Damn sure ain't. Shit.
Okay. Let's see. Bubba One says Benny allowed the twins to run wild.
Sure did. With Bubba One now, but I don't know whether you will, but you
is,
sound like a Republican to me, Bubba One, but you all right with me now.
Bubba Sports. Bubba Sports.
Yeah, all right with me with them Bubba names.
All right. Johnny Hearn 26 says I'm gonna run for mayor.
Well,
No, he stay in Clark
Yeah,
County.
stay in Clark County. That'll be good. That'll be good. Start now.
And that's it.
Yeah. Well, folks, I want to Dice. Anything you want to say to the people?
No, we good, man.
What about you, Lo?
Well, Johnny Horn, you can run for mayor down there in Clark County, but you know them Negroes ain't gonna get out and vote for you.
Yeah.
They scared to vote.
Yeah. And that's the only reason why they're able to do what they're able to do, because being complacent. Folks, I want to thank y'all for listening and see you guys Thursday. Dice Man, take us home.